incredible food. We have live music. Have a drink with the Yeti. Get some autographs. Bay Farms. Where the beef's at. Where the hay's at. Contact Jimmy Fay. Master Vito Hyundai. Make your move to Master Vito. The Yeti have. It's been a great season so far. What a score. Brandwide Distillery, Cortland, New York. Stop in. Say hello to Jimbo. Check out the shop. While you're at the shop, get yourself a little sampler. Sample that coffee liqueur. Have a little gin and tonic, maybe. And I know he's got that rumski. Stop in. It's what the Yeti drink. Join us on Monday nights. Toast with Brandwide Distillery, Utica Mac Incorporated. For all your sales and service needs, contact Branches Simile, CRM Commercial Residential Management. Contact Jason down at CRM, Robert Dix Jr. Insurance Agency. Contact Bobby Dix, Rome Sign and Display Company, where we get all our banners here at the Yeti outfit. Liberty Affordable Housing. Eric Kiefer, LUTCF, local representative and a friend of the Yeti. The B-Dry System. Water issues in your basement, on your property, contact Brandon at B-Dry. Inside, outside, they can dry you out. Water no more. Family Landscape, make your neighbors green with envy. Contact Russ, make your yard Yeti ready. CBI Cables, what the pros use. Custom audio, custom video, network and power cables, built for your needs. CBI Cables, plug them in. Norris Candy, home of the original candy turkey joints. Check them out online or stop in 321 North Dockstader Ave in Rome, New York. Bag Square Brewing Company, downtown Utica. Authentic German beer, authentic German food. Try the schnitzel. Ask for a cross-check. Utica's finest barber shop. Contact Jordan Baldwin or Kevin Beach on Booksy.com. It's where Crosscheck gets his haircuts. Duratagre, for all your new construction plumbing needs. Outside, inside, all around the town. Contact Dura. You need the pipe? They have the pipes. Utica Club Lounge, where the Yeti hang out pre-game and post-game. Incredible food. We have live music. Have a drink with the Yeti. Get some autographs. Bay Farms, where the beef's at. Where the hay's at. Contact Jimmy Fay. Master Vito Hyundai. Make your move to Master Vito. The Yeti have. It's been a great season so far. What a score. Brandwide Distillery, Cortland, New York. Stop in. Say hello to Jimbo. Check out the shop. While you're at the shop, get yourself a little sampler. Sample that coffee liqueur. Have a little gin and tonic, maybe. And I know he's got that rumski. Stop in. It's what the Yeti drink. Join us on Monday nights. Toast with Brandwide.
Hello, Yeti Nation. What is up, Paul Noecker?
Greg Beecher, good evening. Yeti Nation, what's up, everybody? Happy Monday night to y'all.
Yes.
Happy, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing good.
Happy travels. I know
a lot of travels.
Like
you did it today.
The,
you went out to Buffalo for a family reunion after going to the other side of the state, traveling to A-Bay. That is not an easy task in itself.
It was a lot of traveling this weekend. I was thinking about going up yesterday for the championship, and as my keister was parked on the couch, I'm like, yeah, I can watch it.
I can watch it.
Because BSP2 is there.
Yes.
BSPN2.
BSPN2. Shout out to Nate and Seamus for getting that done so we could do it. And if anybody notices, we do have the Discord chats up. I've got OJ in it already. Hey, guys, showing up strong to get us started. So, yeah, if they throw anything in there.
What's up, OJ?
I
just talked to him earlier today. Me and OJ were getting in touch now that a little less is going on around the Noecker compound. I was able to get back to him, and Thursday we're going to hook up and we're going to do a little chatting about the Yeti Nation. I'm excited.
Yeah, he's going to. I tell you, everybody check out OJ's streams. He's got a lot of interviews. He's got some pros. He's got some young guys. He's going to have some Yeti GMs on there. So, I mean, I don't know if it gets any better than that. I think I get the chance to talk to you every day, though. So for me, it's a little different. But I forgot to turn my
No,
light on my camera. I just had to flip that on. Hopefully that helps brighten me up a little bit. But no, yeah, love what OJ's doing up there. Me and him ran. If anybody wants to learn how to run OBS a little bit, you can check it out up there.
yeah, and the nice thing is he's coming out to the Worlds. He's going to see what Utica has to offer, and it's going to be a great time. Once again, this more announcements with our U15. We got a junior U15 going now, so we got a Laxnay U15 going to be going, and again, more. It's just incredible what's going on.
I got to meet a junior Yeti, actually his father, at the junior Onondaga Redhawks game. His son plays for the midgets for Onondaga. Gabriel's his last name.
Gabriel's,
so,
yeah.
So he was there talking to. Yeah, he was there. He come over, introduced himself, and I was like, all right, he's got a great looking truck too, gorgeous truck. I did really like that. But yeah, had a chance to talk with him a little bit. He was super excited. We're gonna try to get some of the junior Yeti game streamed. But I mean,
I'm hoping that yeah.
Let's get into it. You might as well just rip the Band-Aid right off. Obviously not the weekend you guys were looking for.
Mario Diaz with the save. Takes a look upfield.
A perfect day.
He's got Leota. I mean, we got a fast break.
For nicer weather heading up to the bay, and we got off the bat a little bit slow out of the truck, a little slow, and props to Thousand Islands. I mean, if we dropped the ball, there was a goal scored. If we had a turnover, there was a goal scored. Puts
the ride on.
They had some fire in their belly,
Here comes Leota.
We regrouped after halftime, and we started playing a little bit better. And
here comes the Spirit.
It's a
number 0 brings it up.
I'm not ripping. I'm hoping that someday they
shot
get
just outside.
And props to the old school
Yeti fighting for the ball in the corner.
The netting that's right
25
behind,
seconds
man,
left.
That is a difficult.
And we got a goal.
The big goose. He took flight. The blue spruce took flight there. Chuck took the air. It was awesome.
Not something you see very often.
If you're not used to it,
on the backside,
and you don't
Ryan.
Practice
Misses the net.
Definitely
Neil Paulus pumps one
noticeable.
Where Paulus, Sikosi, Stotler, DeMays, and Chris Ryan.
Well, it's like the Tana.
Paulus takes her.
Sorry, the highlights were playing in the background too, so everybody heard us like triple talking. I'm sure that was great. But the it's like going to Tonawanda though. They have a home field advantage, unlike a lot of teams. So like the Igloo, you guys are used to playing in the air conditioning. If you're used to playing in 1,000 degrees, you have a bigger advantage going to play in the Igloo where all of a sudden it's like that. But you learn those favorable, like you said, the little bounces where you can miss, where you can't miss. I mean, but if you hit the net, you don't have to worry about where it's bouncing off the plexiglass.
Small rink, as far as, we like to space things out a little bit more, and those guys being as good as they are. Great team. I'm not taking nothing away from them. They're
super talented team. They play great in close. I mean, but that's where you really see, in my opinion, that box IQ, the box acumen.
There's the class of a lot of things.
It's like anything though. Certain individuals, you don't want to, label the whole team. I mean, yeah, there's a reason some guys aren't playing other places. We'll leave it at that. But
and that's and to each his own. It was a great game for them. They like I said, can't say enough for Thousand Islands.
Super talented team, and like you said,
super talented team. Yeah. Skylar Thomas. Oh my gosh.
And is that young man? But plus, so the other thing is too, you've got that other team up there that normally some of these guys would be playing on that didn't have a season. So you really got to wonder how many of those guys are going to get that boost where they salty dog. Don't be afraid. I love it. But watching it though,
had a great game. So we had some great game.
Some guys had good
spurts
games,
and splutters, but the concept, like I said, if we drop the ball, I'm not calling out names type of thing, but I just remember because it happened right in front of me. Big Al's bringing the ball up. Usually that's a sure thing when the plow drops concept, but they were on it. Bang bang, the ball hits the ground. They pick it up in one scoop, and before I could call out a name, they had it in the back of the net, and the snipers. I mean, those guys were hitting. I'm not sure. I don't think I watched it again yesterday and again today, trying to get myself revisualized. But they were hitting corners again. I mean,
well, I mean,
just
like I said, you've got like
incredible
that
shots.
Skylar Thomas. I mean, you cannot deny the offensive talent that has come out of there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there is definitely some guys on that team. So you're talking. So a lot of these NABLL teams, you've got a handful of guys that know how to play box lacrosse if you're lucky, and then you're kind of spreading the field game with guys. That team is much more of that's a born and bred box lacrosse team that's been playing for 18, 20 years together. Some of those guys. So having that's, and I mean, literally, Skylar Thomas was the leading goal scorer in the PBLA when they existed. I think if he was in the NLL, yeah, his size might hurt him a little bit, but I think there's got to be another reason. Maybe it's travel, maybe it's family, maybe it's who knows. But man, he is just so good. Never faced so many 1-on-0s. Yeah, so I mean, you leave your goalie with the breakaway if you got guys that are big with that transition game. I talk about it. So like the juniors, they Onondaga, they play so much pressure that when you rely on your goalie and you put your goalie in some very difficult situations, it's kind of the nature of the beast, I'll say, as you're doing it, just because that's the way things go. Because if you're playing pressure, when you get beat, well, it's big mistakes, big reward, big mistakes.
But we play out, and honestly, the guys had some solid defensive play, perfect positioning, and their hands were able to, their stick had the eyes. You couldn't ask a guy to play better defense, and all of a sudden, the shots come off the hip, and it's hitting a ball's width of netting behind it, because that's all that was showing. Whether it was Mario, whether it was Sully, both of them, they played on top of their game. It's just that again, you drop the ball in your offensive zone or miss a shot and it's banging off. By the time we were winding up to take a shot, they already had two guys breaking. We need to make the adjustments. And that's something that's again, the more we play, the better we're going to get. Next year is another year.
So let's do that. Let's talk about them young players you got. I mean, I love, so one of my favorite things this year was getting to see Mario Diaz going from the guy that was carrying, all my gear around to playing all the time. I love getting to see, I see him turning it around. I see what you got going on there.
Now it's time to get, in regards to the, the young guys, man. They brought some game, they brought some energy. From Jared Hussey to Hayden McDonald earlier in the year, Sparacino coming out of college, Ricky Adelson coming down
so
from Herkimer.
I'm going to, I'm still going out on a limb. I'm saying, and unless anybody can talk me out of it, Ricky Adelson is my rookie of the year for, as far as winning the Blue Squatch trophy. That's who my BSP award is going to, is Ricky Adelson for rookie of the year, which was tough because, I mean, Hutch was tough. I mean, Gabriel, you had so many good players. They make it hard to choose, which was a good thing. But I am so excited for how the season went. I mean, obviously you wanted the better finish, but I tell you, I did not expect your young guys to play that good.
And they did a great job learning the game. I can't wait to, as the years go, these guys keep coming back. You're going to start seeing some of the, the men in them coming out. It's cool that they got the boy, a huge asset is, they're going away to college. They're going to start doing some weight programs. They're going to put some size on. They're boys right now. And no disrespect to them saying they're not boys, they're men. But as far as they're going to start to thicken up, they're going to start getting that mass body, the mature.
Amos Whitcomb, and he plays Albany. I've gotten to meet him and his brothers, Philman Allegheny. So watching that young man, and in the 2 years that he went from, what was he, like 1920 to 21, 22, what a difference standing next to that young man is. And then you watch him. I cannot wait. championship series is going to be a blast. I mean, you've got 3 Bandits. You've got Amos, who's going to be a first-round pick next year.
It's gonna be
There's no
sick,
way
dude.
he's not
It's
going to
gonna
be a
be
first-round
sick.
pick, playing against a bunch of local Tonawanda boys who want to beat them more than anything. I mean, they obviously want to win. This is their first trip to the championship. But, man, for them to be able to have the kudos that that they beat all those guys, that'll make every kid on that, nation be like, man, we could beat the Bandits. I mean,
We
granted,
could do that.
you're still
You
not
know,
Matt Vince playing in that, and but Jake Lazor, man,
uh,
he's been on fire. I don't know, big things
they-
coming.
yeah, they are right out of from our league. Cade, what's his name? 62 there is playing for Halifax now. He signed with the Halifax team, and Cade Smith, is that his last
Yep.
name?
Yeah,
Smith.
Camden.
Camden
Smith,
Camden
the
Smith.
kid that played for Thousand Islands. You're talking? Played
Yeah,
for Paper City,
for
I think.
Thousand
And then,
Islands and for Paper City. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another hell of an athlete. Some of these guys, their shots are just incredible.
So
And,
Sparacino, I will say,
Yeah.
I'm reading the chats here, and it's between Ricky and Sparacino gets bonus points for helping out with the junior Yeti, so that is a phenomenal point there as well. So you talk about a
Coaches,
team guy. When you're
it's-
going to step up like that and coach a group of young men, when you don't even have a young man in that, that's a great team guy, and that's somebody. Like I said, he went out of his way and went and donated money to us for that young man we're raising money for out of one of the
Yep.
junior teams for men and yeah, I mean, it's just a great. They're making it tough. We need all you guys in the chats to tell us what time you've got the goal of the year happening. When is the save of the year? I don't know. Right now, I've got Mario on that one where he does the double fake and then gets with his shoulder. I think it is on Skylar Thomas actually.
It was on Skylar Thomas at the Igloo.
Yes,
Yeah,
go
I
ahead and
remember that one.
comment on the games and let us know what what time. Maybe there's something better. Maybe I missed something. I watch a lot of lacrosse. I'm excited for that. And so other than that though, with the goal of the year, that's going to be like a combo. You get the Nora's turkey joints, but you're also going to get one of the BSP trophies. My buddy Mike's making them. So Mahard on Woodworks on Instagram. Check it
I'm
out.
getting ready. I would like to get ready here. I don't know if you can
Ben
see
French,
it,
you got.
Let's go with the shot of the year.
Hold it in front of your
we're gonna
stomach.
go with brand Y in front of myself so that my blue is disguising the green.
Yep.
I got to lift it up. There we go. Oh,
Yeah,
that's right.
that's it right there.
Jimbo's vodka, baby. Rolling in with the shot for the shot of the year. What do you boys think out there? Niles Miller dives last game. Dials had a great game the week before. There's so many. There are so many. How about in that one? The blue spruce. The blue spruce he took a truck getting air from backside of the net. I mean,
Whoa, my power just went out in our house, so you might lose me in a second.
Okay.
Our power just flipped on and off, but I stayed on somehow.
Okay.
So if all of a sudden I disappear, everybody, don't be too surprised.
Don't be surprised. I'm going to pour the shot, Jimbo's vodka. We're going to go right into straight Mountain Dew. That's a heavy shot. So heavy shots. I don't know, guys. What do you think? You guys have watched the games. I don't give a care about anybody else's shots of the game. Another team, if they got a sponsor and they want to do a shot of their team, that's good for them. But any Ben French or something like that?
No, he was just talking Thousand Islands. You can't talk them without talking Ben French. If you talk
Ben
about
French,
the
I mean, again, he had a hell of a game. The number 15. Well, it was 15 on Friday. That King kid. Maybe that's not his name. I don't know, but it was King on Friday, and it was 92 yesterday. So, in regards to again, props to them. I wish them the best of success. May they have a good time at the Nationals.
But I mean, Niles.
We'll
Niles is a guy you're going to want to take. I'm going to have to look at that dive from the last game. Like we got Kiefer saying in the comments there.
Ricky Adelson, that goal that he scored against Thousand Islands, and then he got blasted. I think it was a one-handed grab, and he put it all in one motion. Took the hit, took the shot, and he scored. That was an incredible goal.
He's got a couple of them, Hussey. But I mean, like Gabriel, that's his name, right? The one guy there, the younger kid, scored the goal off the board, spun around in the circle. Big kid, real tall. kid.
On our team. Oh, Peter Colburn.
Colburn.
Peter
I'm sorry,
Colburn.
I called him Gabriel.
Yeah,
Colburn.
that was
Sorry
a
about
great
that, bud.
goal. They missed it and spun to the inside, got underneath, and came across and scored. That was a great goal as well. That was against the Serpents. That one was.
Yeah, no, that right there, that was just such a sweet because he spun right towards the camera, and then we got a smile afterwards too, and just while in motion, getting smashed and doing it. Yeah, no, I was a big fan of that goal. Yeah, it's tough to say, man. I really don't know. Blaine's goal that got taken away was pretty amazing, so that's another one if
That
we got
one
a
that
clip
he
on.
slid across up in Oswego where he came off the bench. He literally caught the ball, skidding across on his knees, caught it, somehow got to his feet and did a behind the back snap, and it was a no goal, but it was a ESPN and
Yeah, Sports Center worthy. Yeah.
it was one of those bloopers we'll call that didn't happen because that was a good one.
Well, maybe we'll just do a shot. That's what we should do. Is we're gonna
that's what
we'll put them all
we're
together.
Going to do it to my boys, of 2024. Thank you for what my to my boys do. Thank you for everything that you guys did this year. To Beecher, to Bobby Leary and Brian Conzola and Nate and Seamus and the crew down in the Molly Leary, Justin, our trainer.
Let's take a minute to talk about Nate and Seamus. So here, let's do our shot first to all your boys and everything. I'm going to do a shot of water.
To the boys.
To the boys.
Thank you to the boys of 24.
Love it. Mine was a shot of water because that's all I've got tonight. Otherwise, I'll probably fall asleep in the middle of Yeti talks. We didn't get home till about a little after 1, and that's tough.
Good.
It is. Jimbo's stuff is good. That's the problem, is it disappears fast, and I don't put anything in it usually. So when I get into it, it disappears quick.
The missus loves the coffee brew.
I tell you,
all about she gets yourself a Dippin' Donut because it's a nice sweet Dippin' Donut product coffee, and then she throws a shot and a half of Jimbo's in there, and she's got a smile and she's giggly.
Yeah, no, I do. I do it with. We had some blueberry cake. Yeah, there's a lot of. Yeah. OJ was taking a shot of Coca-Cola. So if anybody's wondering, any of the channel members get access to a Discord server where they can write to us, and that's what's on the screen, and we're just leaving it up at the bottom. We've got 7 members now, but Paul doesn't know how to use Discord. So, and actually we ended up with 27. Gaudette went through and bought a ton of guys things. So hopefully those guys will start, clicking on the Discord, because once you become a channel member, it gives you access to it. And then it shows in there, and those guys can
tell them what they got to do right now, because we got a bunch of guys out there. Tell them what they got to do. It's no more than a shot a month, guys. Let's get Beecher and us all getting together with the world's coming. This is only going to get bigger and better. If we can do something, let's get Beecher a couple shots a month, and let's get onto this Discord that he's talking about that I have no clue about, so I don't even talk about it. So, Beecher, on that note, tell them what they got to do to get on this Discord.
Well, that's what I was going to show them right now, but I was letting you go. I love it. You were on a roll there. It was good. So I'm going to add, I got to add a window capture to it right now, but there you go. So if you go to our channel, it's not going to let me do it because I'm logged in, but there's a spot that says join. And if you click right on the join, you can sign up to be a baby squatch. It usually sits somewhere in here, but since I'm logged into that channel, it's not showing, obviously, but I'll switch my login. I'll do it from the Utica Yeti channel. I'll show you how it works. But and then it's $3 a month to get access to the Discord. We're doing a members only stream on Wednesdays where it's just for the channel members. Everybody gets to come in. We do it on here. We're going to invite a different channel member every week to join and be on the Google Meet where everybody else is in the chats. So this week we had Hot Rod last week, kind of talking about some things. We're going to go with actually don't know what we're going to have this week. It's still up for grabs. We might have Hot Rod again, but we're also doing a show Wednesday night where they're going to be, plus you guys get to skip the ads. So if anybody sees an ad right now, you know that you wouldn't see that ad anymore if you, were a channel member. I believe it leaves you from them. But now when I look at this window capture, I see this join button right here. And if you click the join button in the middle, it gets you all these channel perks. Oh,
see all them perks? That's what you want to do, people. You want to join right there where it says join.
And
That's
we do a lot of those. Those are the guys that get to tell us, what highlights we're doing. We make it all over. It's a It's a good time. We do a bunch of like I said, the Discord chat. You also get basically if any of your relatives play too, and you're like, hey, my kid played in this game. Well, here we go. We got a nice highlight reel for you. And you guys get to decide when we start doing the watch parties and stuff again, because I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a watch party on this where we essentially can all either hang out in the Discord or on a Google Meet and just watch the game together like we did the NLL show last year, but instead we'll just do one live game that maybe we watch in the middle of the week. We'll record it during the weekdays and that are on the weekends, and as long as nobody tells ESPN Plus, we'll be good.
Yeah, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I got a question in regards to the and we'll get back to more of the NABLL and all that blah blah. But as far as right now, with what you're talking about, all right there, I know I might have told you or asked you once before, but how hard with the people that we join here that we could almost make our own little fantasy lacrosse. Is that difficult? I don't know anything about.
No, we can 100%. You could do it differently through there. We could just do picks. We could do teams. I would just as soon do like the old football pools where everybody, you pick a team a week. Yeah, let's go. Pick your teams. Bunch of different.
I think that would be a
that's
cool
a good
thing.
idea.
Where, it brings ideas.
Well, so like the channel members, every channel member also got we're gonna do a giveaway on Thursday's show when we're doing the NAMLA and the Junior B stuff. We've got a wheel. We're putting everybody's name on that bought a raffle ticket, and that's your entries. We're gonna do the spin right during the live show and give it away. Then we'll announce it on all of our social medias. But no, if we can get up to 50 members, we definitely will do a pool for it. I will run an NLL pool where we send out virtual things. You send me back which teams you want, and we'll do a competition with everybody. Look at OJ's into it. OJ is all into it.
As far as let's get some his guys out west, we got the West Coast talk, we got the East Coast talk. Well, speaking of the West Coast talk, I got a quick question. I don't know if you've been doing any reading and everything, but what's with this delayed on the selection? Does OJ know anything about that?
Delay on the selection. What are you talking about?
On the entry draft or something like that. I don't know. I read something that there's going to be some sort of announcement. Is it the Panther City moving possibly? I didn't read much. Not today anyhow. I was pretty busy, so I didn't do too much reading.
But it came out from the NLL.
It was.
Was it posted by the NLL? So on like a social media thing or something?
Yeah, Mike Lavelle. Oh, what was it? It was about the NLL.
I know what I wanted to talk about though was the fact that OJ the Dude's team probably went from one of the best teams in the league, arguably. I mean, granted they did. I would say definitely the best team that didn't make the playoffs. To who knows what's happening because Del Bianco is out of Calgary.
He's out of Calgary.
Yes, it's an NLL post, Crafty Beach says. So let us pull that up in the I got a window going. We'll get that up here in a second.
Yeah, but there are definitely I seen Albany's been heavy on the signing guys and everything, so that's a good thing. Excited about that. Rochester signed somebody this past weekend. I seen. Again, my iPad's dead, so I can't get too much. But there's definitely a lot of things going on. But it did sound as in that article I was reading, it sounded like it was a possible.
Yeah, so
Panther
the
City
NLL
move.
is postponed. As means of clarity, calendar shift. Yeah, I'm reading it right now. I'm just trying to get the window to pop up. For some reason, it didn't want to.
See, we got breaking news here on Yeti Talks. Breaking news.
Breaking news. Thank you, Crafty Beach, for finding it for me because I would have never found it right. I screwed that up big time. And now I'm going to do it in studio mode so that way everybody doesn't have to stare at it. Keep talking about all the exciting things that are happening this summer, though, Paul.
Well, let's get into a little of the NABLL stuff while we're getting ready to go. I know right around the corner, weekend of August 23rd through 25th, the NABLL is going to be inside the Nexus Center here in Utica. We're going to have a women's team, a Tri-City women's team in the tournament, and I'm excited, very, very excited about that. So we will be there. I can't make any official things, but the Yeti, there will be sightings of the Yeti in the Utica market that weekend as well. More to be announced at some point in time. I won't do that. And then, like I said earlier, that
So yeah,
we are entering.
Clubs can sign their own players. Sorry to cut you off on that one, but yeah, free agency period is not going to start until August 29th. I bet you there's going to be another team announcement move.
I think that, well, what I was reading out there was something about St. Louis.
Ooh, man. So Panther City's close. Somebody said something about Rochester being. So, I mean, really, what's happening? I mean, wow.
Yeah, there's
the
definitely
Firewolves fans, Josh, if you're out there, get it together. We need to pack that house this year, or else we are going to have issues. I think it won't be long before our team's on the chopping block.
You're coming to Utica. Yeah, why have a 18,000 seat stadium when you get 4,000 fans? You want to know what? We pack the house every night.
Thankfully,
how about that?
But thankfully, they are all convinced that they need these huge stadiums in case you can turn a team into a Buffalo Bandits team, which is great. But you need to have 20 years to donate to that city. It's not like the Bandits happen overnight. I mean, that is literally blood, sweat, and tears from people all over. Yes, it is delayed. Has been sold. Just rumors. So we got Eric Della Rocco in the chat's letting us know, throwing it out there. But yeah, I like it.
It has been sold. All right. See,
just rumors, he said. But we might as well say absolutely. But yeah, no idea what's going to happen this year with the NLL. I'm excited for it. So we've got Worlds coming, but your women's team. And you guys got some big scrimmages coming up. Are we going to talk about that at all, or what do you want to kind of leave that a mystery to her?
Actually, our youth programs are getting together with Oswego. Our U15 boys are going to be traveling up to Oswego August 5th. And then on August 7th, the Oswego team's going to do a home and home. So that's getting the youth boys kicked off, the U15, the U18. I'm not going to make any guarantees.
There's some stuff in the work, though. I've seen some games going. They've got.
Coach Coleman has been doing an incredible job. AJ.
But if anybody out there has a U18 team that you think can take on the Junior Yeti, they are definitely interested in home and home series. Are getting some games in. So if you think that's midget age. If you were to take like NAMLA, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's I believe that's what it is.
I think it is. That's their highest level before juniors. So it's 17, 18-year-olds, and then Bantams would be your 15, 16-year-olds. So you're looking for like some midget Bantam teams to come play the older teams, and then you've got the U15 now, which would probably be Pee-wees. So Woody Seneca, if you're out there listening, I know you've got a Pee-wee age kid and a Bantam age kid. Get a hold of your coaches and get them a hold of Aaron Coleman with the Junior Yeti.
Aaron Coleman is running it. He's doing a great job. Jerseys are just getting ordered, so there's a pretty sweet design he put together with the Junior Yeti logo on there, and pretty excited. The kids are excited. It's a great time to be in Utica. Not only that, August 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, the NLL Boxla championship is going to be in Utica.
Yes, Boxla. So that's your college age kids. You've got the Rochester, the Buffalo. You've got the Chesapeake Bird Dogs might be coming because I've got a sweet hat from the Bird Dogs. Huge shout out to Rich Hodge on that one. He runs that team. So that's another one of those leagues. So that's basically a mirror of what would be the junior age kids. So the Junior B, Junior A program, but going for that 18 to 20-year-old or 21-year-old college age guys.
Yep. And it's an incredible tournament that runs, like I said, there's starting at 10 o'clock on Wednesday the 7th, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. There's going to be games going every 2 hours. A fresh game will be going on. That's Wednesday and Thursday. Friday, it gets into the elimination rounds. And then Saturday is the championship at noon. So excited. BSP and sideline reporters will be there. Maybe we can sneak them in and do a little behind the scenes. I'm sure somebody's listening and they don't want that, but I'm just joking. As far as they will be there doing the announcing, though. They're doing the early morning shift, and then I'm coming in at 4 o'clock, and I'll be doing the
who's doing the early morning announcing?
Nathan and Seamus.
Aha.
We got them. Yes, we got them.
So the BSPN2 crew is going.
the BSBN2 crew is going to be there, and as far as doing their music selection and announcing.
Let's take a chance
So,
to comment on Nate Noecker's commentary, though. Is he not a blast? Especially, I love watching when he does the kids' games. And so, like, I've watched a few of the games now that Nate's done when we have time to sit. And, like, I threw it in the comments there. Like, he's just a natural at it. He's so good. Very smooth. Seamus' camera work is like night and day. Like, he was good when he started, but it has gotten so much better. I mean, Thousand Islands is tough with the nets because the autofocus doesn't quite work the same. But yeah, no,
right.
kudos to those two. I think they got a bunch of stuff captured. They were able to get that Oswego game captured as well. And I'm really hoping they tell me they're available for the third, because if not, I'm streaming all the kids and the and the championship game for Can-Am by myself and Tonawanda, because Charity can't be on that side to stream it with us.
Well, as far as they've been doing it, they're into it. I know I can't thank them enough. They've done a great job to help me out this year, and obviously help you out, and
plus,
help
like,
grow the game.
Yeah, and like Nate says in the chats there, Jobson, he does a great job. Nate's calm on the mic, and honestly, he is, and he pays attention to the chat way more. He's running polls, he's doing stuff, he's talking to guys.
Doing
Yeah,
the replays, everything. Friday night, he's giving me the head gestures, 3, 2, 1, pointing to me. He's getting into it, and it's pretty cool, to see what my kid's doing and taking advantage. Next year he's saying he wants to play, so we'll see what happens. And I'd be elated to have him running with the Yeti as well. But I'd love to see him continue doing what he's doing, because he's doing a great job at it. Same with Seamus.
Yeah,
and
they're a tandem.
Got to do a shout out. Definitely shout out to Murph as well. I didn't give Murph a cheers. What you and Murph do to help grow what we've started out 4 years ago. It's got our name out there. It's got the game out there.
Yeah,
so
and Mark Murphy is such a blast. He always knows the shots, and we love seeing him. That's the thing, is there's so many people when we go to the Yeti games, and a lot of guys, they talk about streaming and they think it might take away from your numbers of people that come. But if you like box lacrosse, you're not going to watch it on YouTube over going to a game. If you have the option to go to the game, you're going to the game. It's so much better in person. I mean, literally, we buy season tickets, and I'll watch the game from Albany after I get home, but just the experience there as a fan, you don't even take in the game the same way. It's just like an exciting afterwards. I'm like, how many goals did he have? I don't know, a bunch, or he didn't have a good night. But yeah, it's just a different, lot different side of it for me versus trying to catch everything and do it. We love just getting a chance to experience it. But yeah, shout out to those guys. They keep getting better and better as we go. I mean, honestly, like I said, I think this year for the Yeti was really about growing the young Yeti, bringing up the baby squatches and getting them into young men squatches. And I think job well done. I mean, your juniors on the field, off the field. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of the great things is always watching the older guys, the Neil Pauluses, the Jimmy Fays, the Brian Conzolas, and the Jesse DeMazes and the Kiefers, working with these kids, working them through situations, pulling them aside, they do this. That part was, for myself as the general manager concept, when I'm at practice, I'm just soaking all that shit in. And, it's the coolest thing to, and I know Murph got a couple pictures. I know I have a couple pictures, but like I said, taking a look at a Neil Paulus, and I'm not saying Neil's nearing his end of his career, but to see a guy with that much wisdom and experience taken on to a kid that is just picked up the box pads and jumping feet first into it, and being an undersized kid with Hussey.
Hussey's so much fun, man. He's got the fire.
It takes. Yeah. The beating that he takes, just because he's shorter and he's lighter, but the kid keeps popping up. You want to know what? You beat him, and he keeps coming up, and props to him. He had a great
We
season.
we had an interview with
You
Cam
know,
Seneca at the end of the last game, and like he said, he goes, everybody can talk. He goes, but what it comes down to is your heart out there on the floor. Guys like that,
exactly.
as they get the skill, they get up to that level. You get a few more younger guys going. You get your older guys. That is one thing. So I mean, you literally when you just look at your starting lineup up front. So like Chris Ryan had a bunch of time playing box outside of it too, Neil, and you guys really have had decades. I mean, you're talking 50, 60, close to a century's worth of experience easily coaching these young men who now will hopefully get to pass it on to another, 20, 30, 40 kids who get to pass it on to another 20, 30, 40 guys. It's pretty impressive when you see how far this little outreach has kind of started to go. And when you consider without the Utica Yeti, none of these Can-Am games would have been streamed. Lax Night probably wouldn't have been streamed the first year. They probably would have figured something out for the second year. But yeah, it's pretty impressive what you've started here, Paul.
Well, again, it's not just me. There's a great group of people that help me along the way. I, you know, I, I love doing what I do, but there's a crew of people that you want to know what from the years of Tri-City growth. Props to my boys at Tri-City. President Gino DeCondo, Bobby Dix is the secretary, Andy Farrell with the youth program, Dodge with the men's
And all
program.
over the
Betty
Yeti
Shane with the
ready
women's,
stuff. Yeah.
it's the support that we get from them. As far as being at the games, they're buying tickets. They're not getting there in any comp tickets. They're coming there because they love what we're building, and it's gratifying to see them. Shout out to the sponsors. Seeing Russ Leota. Obviously, he's got a son that plays, but to see him and Mrs. Leota there watching. Being a proud sponsor and wanting to make sure that the team has the things that we have. So props to the sponsors. It's an incredible opportunity to do a lot of different things that again 4 years ago we never thought about doing some of this stuff. The
No.
world's coming to Utica. We're playing Germany and Switzerland.
No, who would
How
have?
cool is that?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Who would have thought? So I mean, you've got guys that are, you've got a bunch of guys that have played around on the world team. Neil coaches in the Netherlands. You've had some guys that have played for Ireland. But to get calls from some of these teams to be like, "Hey, we're showing up. Can you get us some floor time essentially with some guys that
You
want to
know,
get after it?"
talking to Hunter Francis from Team USA, the women's, some of the people that it's it's a great opportunity, and I'm hoping that we make the best of it. And I can't wait to the world gets to Utica because Utica is getting there. Scott rightfully deemed it Utica a couple years ago, and it's continuing to grow and flourish. What they've done at the Nexus Center and the Utica Memorial Auditorium, it's incredible, and I can't wait till the world gets here to experience it. 38 teams coming to Utica. Wow, and Utica experienced it a little bit this past year with the hockey being there, but that was only 10 teams, and it was crazy with 10 teams. You're talking 38 teams now, so and most of them are all staying downtown, which is going to be incredible for the downtown atmosphere. Bag Square and
Pizza Classic.
oh, the pizza.
So
All
Pizza
the pizza.
Classic is Pizza Classic. There's I forgot what the other one is too. They were great to us the last time we were there. Gave us some free food. We gave a shout out. But they Nina's, yes.
Pizzeria.
Nina's was amazing.
That's
They were good. They
incredible.
took
They
care of
hooked
us
us
that
up.
night.
Charlie Utica thing. Charlie DiChristina up with the Utica thing. Also over at Babes in the Harbor Point, the other side of the canal. There's some great establishments that are going to get some well-deserved business. As far as I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see how hopping this place is. And then you got Lax Night after that in October. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be and I hope the Yeti are ready to go. I hope some of our fans are definitely going to get down. All those games that we play in, and we're not playing in the Nexus. We're playing in the auditorium. So we're getting to play with the other countries in the. We're moving on up. We're hopefully gonna put some people in the seats, and
I'd say that's we'll call it the East Side too. you're moving on up.
Absolutely. The great part about it is that damn horn. I love that horn. That horn is like no other horn, man.
Bah.
And oh, it's
It
a
was
loud.
cool.
You felt it during hockey.
I was just gonna say,
You felt it during hockey.
getting to play there was an amazing experience. It's a legendary place. Everybody, yeah, if you've never, I don't know, it's just it's hard to explain. I mean, it's been 20 years, but I can still remember coming out of the locker room.
Part about it too, Greg. You want to know what the big is? I don't blow the speakers inside the Nexus when I'm going and I'm on a roll. The speakers cut out. So everybody keeps saying you're blowing. You got to turn the speaker down. You got to turn the volume down a little bit because I'm
get excited.
Blowing,
the problem is but the problem is if you adjust the microphone for anybody else and then you jump on it, it's a lot different. And then Bob keeps the microphone so far away from his face that you have to turn it way up because it barely hears him. So it's working with you two on audio has definitely been a learning process, we'll say, to say the least.
It's been awesome. It's been awesome. From
my son still, I've got that picture on the wall of it's all of us with you and Bob and me and the kids and Charity.
Out in Chicago or out in Columbus.
Out in
that's
Columbus, man, that was a blast.
My favorites. Yeah. It was a great time.
I got that.
Again, are you? Is BSP going to be at the Nationals again this year?
Unless they are going to tell me that they're going to kick me out. As far as I know, we're going to be at the NABLL Nationals. I've already got it in the calendar. So unless they get sick of me, cancel the show, and decide to pay us for the rest of the season. Yeah, because they extended the show for a month after the season this year to make sure we covered everything and it's all set. So yeah, that might make things a little awkward if they cut me off of there and then we run the show for another.
Do me a favor, put me in for the after show. As far as I would definitely love to talk with you guys if we can, I want to hear what everybody's got to say about Utica. What can we do to make it better? As far as the igloo is incredible, but what can we do? Is the music too loud? Little things. I want the experience to be one that you want to want when the fans come in. They're saying we got when's the next.
That's what you're getting.
When's the next game?
You're starting to get guys that don't.
It's incredible.
Have relatives there that honestly. So I met a couple guys at the bar, and that's what he said. He goes, my kid called and said, "Hey, what do you got going on?" He goes, "I can't get there." He goes, but he saw it on what is it? You must put a bunch of ads out on Facebook, I think it was. So
yeah, I did a blast. I don't know if I'm going to do that. That thing I think is still charging me for games.
You got to learn to shut that. Yeah, you got to learn to shut that off. But I tell you, it did work. I talked to at least 3 people that were there because of those ads. So you sold at least 3 tickets because of those ads. Who knows how much those 3 tickets cost you?
It was an experience. Once again, I need a marketing person. I'm going to be working with and talking to. I'm hoping my man Nate comes through and continues to want to do more because that's what I'm excited about right now is watching the fruits of the labor. Watching my son is now getting into it, and it's like. This is fucking pretty. Pardon my expression.
No,
this is pretty freaking cool, man. I'm loving it. It's fun. It's energizing for me. So but once again, the bands, Chad Plants, great job, Chad Plants. Plainfellow. I can't say enough to Plainfellow. And hold on one second though. Hayden McMonigal. One of our young guys this year. I got to give a.
He was a blast.
He's a great kid.
Great kid.
And,
we got to hang out, watch him play for a little bit. I got to see more before because afterwards we're usually packing up, and then with the kids we got to run sometimes. But no, Hayden, that was so cool to watch. And then we got him live on the Instagram for a little bit.
The best part is his mom was there that day, and she got to watch him jam out. Unfortunately. The worst part of life took place. So a little to Brenda. God bless you. Keep watching down, my dear. Sorry about that.
No.
But as far as
that does suck, but way to create the memory though for everybody.
Exactly. Yeah. Hayden was able to experience. His mom was able to watch Hayden play not just jam out on the guitar, but
play.
play
He
box lacrosse.
played a little box lacrosse, played a little guitar. I mean, so literally
Good
she got
stuff.
to, as a parent, I know getting to watch my kid do some of their favorite things like that would be amazing. Yeah, Jared, I mean, if anybody doesn't remember, Jared's the one who taught us how to run OBS. He was in Ohio literally showing us, running the streams at that point before, so.
Dad, step aside. Dad, step aside. No. They missed a goal. I got it. I was right. That's right.
Yeah,
Jared
twice.
was the man. The man he was. And props to him. That's awesome stuff. That is great stuff.
The chats are blowing up tonight, guys, and it helps the algorithm. You start to see more people start clicking on because the more comments that are in there is what they want. They want the engagement. So
the boys are up in Lake Placid right now. I know Bobby Leary is up there recruiting. Herkimer is looking for them diamonds in the them hills of Lake Placid. So as far as I know, Bobby's doing his job. I know B. Davis and the boys, they've been chattering, I believe. Salty Dog and everybody is going to be up there tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. They got a game, I believe, Wednesday. The old dogs do.
Yeah, I know Hot Rod's out there for the week because he's not going to be able to do the commentary for the first round.
Yes, he's up there. I seen him and Bobby on a text earlier. They have the Herkimer alumni game. So anybody that's out there that's a Herkimer alumni or also a friend of the Herkimer alumni, they're going to be at one of the hotels there. Maybe Bob will throw it on there, and they're going to be doing a happy hour special. And it's great to see a bunch of the I believe Coach Wareham will be there. That was the one thing that I regret is not going to Herkimer and playing some ball under those coaches. They were great coaches, and that would have been a trip of all trips. But I was there plenty enough.
But then you might not have gotten to coach Greg Beecher at Mohawk Valley,
exactly.
And then this might not have happened.
Everything would have been different. Everything would I would have been broke because they would have kicked me out after the first semester because I didn't know what I was doing back then either. So
I didn't either. I still somehow made it through, honestly, 2 lacrosse seasons. So my college career, as far as academics, ended when I got my wrist fractured in that game against Herkimer. My wrist got hurt, and I was like, "Oh, I can't play sports anymore." Well, goodbye, school. It was
goodbye.
It was really the only reason I went there. And definitely not a good reason. But we had a blast.
Opportunities were endless. Some of the things that these guys learn at the JUCO level it's eye opening, and props to Herkimer with what they're doing up at Herkimer. Bob's recruiting. I know he's going after the Australian kids as well. Bob is all over the place. I'm excited to see what Adelson and Weir and the rest of the and Fox. Herkimer's got some good things coming up. I'm excited. So and props to them. Get together up at Lake Placid if you can. A lot of generals will be rolling around them hills, but there'll be a lot of them playing with. Tri-City has 4 or 5 teams up there. We got 5 teams, 2 girls teams, 6 teams, 2 girls teams, and 4 men's teams up there. So it's a well represented. We got the 25 year olds, the young guys, and then it starts going up from there. And it's a great it's a family of families there.
Yeah.
Love
so I
Tri-City.
put best new Yeti edition in the comments, and what I'm wondering is if people thought it was the Frisbees or the music, or maybe something else that you guys did for the new year.
What was it?
I'm really wondering what everybody's favorite part of that was, because for me, honestly, it was the music, because we get there early. I get set up. I get to usually right beforehand is when I get to, go make my last lap. Like everything's ready. I'm going to go fire down a shot of some type of whiskey. And then here we go. And to be able to go out and watch the music for a little bit beforehand was definitely my favorite. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what people. Is Hannah saying that Jeremy Leary was the best addition, even though we weren't talking, the players? Maybe
Jeremy Leary. You want to talk about unsung hero? Jeremy Leary. He was on the original Yeti. He had a blew his shoulder out the first season.
Then he was done. The first game, right? That was the first game I was filming. That's Collar City.
Yeah, it was against Collar City. Yes, and it was the Albany. It was the
Yeah, the Collar City
it
Kings,
was the
wasn't it?
Panda. No, it was the Pandas. It was the one that Johnson played on in what's the other
Oh, so that
guy's
was
name?
before me.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the year before.
Gotcha.
As far as so he took a couple of years off, rehabbed, and unsung hero with the little Jeremy, not little Jeremy, but that was a kid that when you say you're the right guy, we're on the short side of the field for offense. Righties got to go through the center. That kid would go through the center, and put those picks on and clear through to absorb them punishing checks and got some shots off, got some ground balls. It was great to see him back playing. Lukey Anderson got some playing time. It was a great season. We had 31 guys were able, and that's not counting the game against the Haudenosaunee Fire. If we count them, I think we had 33 different players play this year. So it was a great season in regards to a great foundation. Putting the blocks on, and we got some more windows put in the basement, and the foundation is there, solid foundation, and excited to continue on this fall because we're not done.
Solid.
I'm not bummed out. I'm bummed out because we're not playing for a championship inside Utica. I ain't gonna lie to you. It burns a little bit, but you want to know what?
Nature of the beast, bud. I mean, that's it.
Nature of the beast. You want to know what? We played. I'm biased with saying what I'm going to say, but in my personal opinion, we clearly play in the best division in the NABLL for the fact that
I would really like to see what some of those other teams look like, only because I feel like every team in that division can win the championship. Like every team that goes there can win it. And I don't know if every team from the other divisions is like that or not. Because I mean they're sending the top division, but some of these teams might have a bigger gap than others, because some of these leagues, like I think that Massachusetts league, as we saw from Paper City, I mean that's no easy.
That's a great deal between the Stallions. Andrew Forrester doing a great job with the Stallions. Then you got Paper City. Then you got Maine. Then you got what's the nautical
the
ones,
Northmen. And then you've got the Cambridge Nor'easters.
The Cambridge is the one I was thinking. They got the nautical hooks and everything.
Yeah, they're supposed to be on Yeti Talks tomorrow, but are not Yeti Talks. I'm sorry, the NABLL show. But I still haven't gotten like the confirmation that they definitely will. But everybody thank Paul. I skipped the last two ads because of all of the Yeti sponsors. So there was no extra ads that came through on the YouTube. I clicked the pause. But we've been doing this for an hour, Paul. So what would you like to wrap up on before we call it a night?
I got to say, thank you to the fans. Definitely my favorite fans, the Noecker women. Love them. In regards to,
I've thought about making Carly a moderator on the channel, but it makes me a little nervous. Honestly, I've thought about it just for the entertainment value that it might create, but it might also get my YouTube channel banned. I've debated. I'm like sitting here looking at Carly and Hannah in the comments.
She's a little more civil than Hannah. Hannah might.
Well, no, Hannah's definitely not going to be a moderator on the channel. I'll tell you right now, Hannah's not going to be. That's why I was just debating about Carly, but.
But once again, I can't say enough to my family. My boy, my wife, my daughters. My family out in Buffalo, my family here in this area. Let me do what I do. I love it. Beecher, what you guys do, I can't say thank you enough to them. As far as Murph, but the players, man. The sponsors.
Yeah, I mean the coaches, kids all out there putting their hearts on the line. Nobody's playing here for money. They're literally out there just because everybody loves it.
They're paying to come play in.
Well, they are playing for money. It's costing them. It's costing them money.
It's costing them. As far as driving from Maryland to come play ball with us, man. That's awesome.
It's so cool.
Chris McDonald. God bless you, brother. And you want to know what? I hope you keep rolling with us because you're a great kid.
Yeah.
And continue that passion because that's what it's all about. That's what makes box lacrosse what box lacrosse is kids like that have that internal drive that, you want to know what? I want more. He's coming up. He's going to be playing with us in Laxnay and during the World Games and stuff. So we got great things going on. I can't say enough. Yeti Nation, thank you for an incredible season, but we ain't done.
It's not over. The NABLL season might be over for the Utica Yeti, but the Utica Yeti is far from a NABLL only season team. They will be playing all over the place. There'll be tournaments. Stay tuned. One thing I do want to throw out.
I want to say one more thing too. If we can, Yeti Nation, let's show the world, not just the world, let's show the NABLL what kind of fan base we have here, and let's get down here and represent. Cheer on the Spirits, cheer on all the other teams as well, because there's going to be some incredible box lacrosse action taking place. But get down there and support, because there is going to be some awesome lacrosse. Let's show the world what they got coming when the NABL rolls through and they say, holy cow, Yeti Nation, baby. Greg Beecher, thank you for what you do. Yeti Nation, thank you.
Absolutely. And real quick before I go, Barry Melrose was my coach when I was a kid. And he said a couple of things, a lot of things actually, that kind of stuck with me. But the one was, if winning was easy, everyone would be good at it. You're not driving from Maryland because it's the easy thing to do. You're not going out of here doing things because it's easy. And that's really what I think makes this all so enjoyable. People choosing to do all this extra work, putting in the time and the effort. Yeah, huge thank you to everybody. Mac being an unsung hero. Yeti Nation, I can't wait.
Molly Leary, thank you. Molly Leary, thank you for what you do. And thank you, Andy Farrell, and the guys in the penalty box. I can't say Mehmet and all the crew at the Utica Nexus
You always
Center.
feel like we're leaving somebody out.
There's always somebody. Yeti Nation, love you. Thank you. CBI Cables, what the pros use. Custom audio, custom video, network and power cables built for your needs. CBI Cables, plug them in. Norris Candy, home of the original candy turkey joints. Check them out online or stop in 321 North Dockstader Ave in Rome, New York. Bag Square Brewing Company, downtown Utica. Authentic German beer, authentic German food. Try the schnitzel. Ask for a cross-check. Utica's finest barber shop. Contact Jordan Baldwin or Kevin Beach on Booksy.com. It's where Crosscheck gets his haircuts. Duratagre, for all your new construction plumbing needs. Outside, inside, all around the town. Contact Dura. You need the pipe? They have the pipes. Utica Club Lounge, where the Yeti hang out, pre-game and post-game. Incredible food. We have live music. Have a drink with the Yeti. Get some autographs. Bay Farms, where the beef's at, where the hay's at. Contact Jimmy Fay. Master Vito Hyundai. Make your move to Master Vito. The Yeti have. It's been a great season so far. What a score. Brandwide Distillery, Cortland, New York. Stop in, say hello to Jimbo. Check out the shop. While you're at the shop, get yourself a little sampler. Sample that coffee liqueur. Have a little gin and tonic maybe. And I know he's got that rumski. Stop in. It's what the Yeti drink. Join us on Monday nights. Toast with Brandwide Distillery. Utica Mac Incorporated. For all your sales and service needs, contact Branches Simile, CRM Commercial Residential Management. Contact Jason down at CRM. Robert Dix Jr. Insurance Agency. Contact Bobby Dix, Rome Sign and Display Company, where we get all our banners here at the Yeti outfit. Liberty Affordable Housing. Eric Kiefer, LUTCF, local representative and a friend of the Yeti. The B-Dry System. Water issues in your basement, on your property, contact Brandon at B-Dry. Inside, outside, they can dry you out. Water no more. Family Landscape, make your neighbors green with envy. Contact Russ. Make your yard Yeti ready. CBI Cables, what the pros use. Custom audio, custom video, network and power cables built for your needs. CBI Cables, plug them in. Norris Candy, home of the original candy turkey joints. Check them out